Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Okay.
How's it going? I got to go into the comment part.
Oh, Julia says, send you love eyes just
Hey, Julia.
Yeah, she's not there. She sent it like 8:39.
We're a little late. I'm using this that I got in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. I like it.
Y has new products coming out for the Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Who does?
Wet n Wild.
Oh, yeah, I have to check it out. I just ordered 2 palettes from ColourPop. I did the Harry Potter and the Winnie the Pooh one. The Winnie the Pooh one I'm keeping, but I'm going to put the Harry Potter one in a giveaway for the 500 if I ever get to 500.
I just keep on mentioning it. People will come.
I'm not going to hold my breath about it. I just figured I'm just going to do my channel the way I like to do it.
Yeah.
And if I get subscribers, I do. If I don't, I don't. Because it's something I enjoy doing. And a lot of times it's just a stress release.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, I work at home.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's not here most of the time. Like, he's not even home yet. He had a meeting, with the Legionnaires. So I'm home alone at night. So when I film, it's like I'm talking to someone. Can you hear my cat crunching? Is that coming out on this?
I think so.
She had all day to eat, but now she's just going to sit there and crunch away.
That's how cats are. But, yeah, what I'm thinking about doing a little bit, I'm thinking I'll do Reddit stories on Fridays, which is kind of easy for me to do anyway because of my work schedule. But only to post them 3 times a month. And then I'm going to do like a chit chat, just doing an eye makeup look.
That's what I figured. Like, if it wouldn't have been for the moving stuff on Thursday, that's what I was just going to do, like a get ready with me and just talk about stuff and something random. And then Mondays, I do the magical Mondays. So I'll keep the witchy stuff to that day. And then I like doing the face mask and doing the like thought for the week. Instead of thought for the day, it was beginning to be too much.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm actually going to be buying another book with different like quotes or stuff to think about.
Mm-hmm.
But I like doing that too while I'm doing my face mask. I don't know. And Thursdays, I figured that's when I would do that. I feel like I have a hair on me.
I think Wednesdays are going to be the days.
Like, just to get ready with me and shoot the shit.
I think Wednesdays for me is going to be like subscription boxes, like Etsy and other ones, and then mystery boxes.
Well, that's what I figured I was going to do for Thursdays. And I figured if I don't have a box to open or make up to show or something like that, that's when I would just do the get ready with me. So it'd be kind of like, that's why I call it like throw it out there Thursday. No set thing. Magical stuff on Mondays. And then, of course, the face mask with the quote or the mindful meditation, daily meditation things.
I'm thinking also once a month at the end of the month, depending on the day it is, I'm going to do like a video that just does do a haul, but that what I get throughout the month, and do like a review thing.
Yeah, people seem to like hauls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I figure I'll share my Grove box if it's changed up, because if not, it's going to be the same stuff every month. Because that's why I get it, because I buy the same stuff every month, renew it. I don't have to worry about it, and it just comes. But I have got some new products, so I can show that. I got that ink goddess for the witchy part. And I'm looking for what I'm kind of doing is just looking at random subscription boxes not ordering the subscription, just ordering one box so people can see like kind of what's in there and what it looks like. Give them all the information. And I wanted to do that once a month. I'm looking at right now, it's a murder mystery subscription box, and the entire murder mysteries in one box. Like, so you don't have to wait till the next box to figure out more clues.
Yeah.
Like all inclusive or whatever. So I'm thinking about getting one of them. There is a hair on me. I keep feeling it, like, but I'm not seeing it.
I hate when that happens.
Anyway,
but yeah,
I was looking at like a murder mystery box, advent calendars. Like if anybody comes up with any advent that looks cute. I was looking at this one. I think it's called, I forget what it's called, Tea of the Month, or it's something like that. But it's like you get tea and maybe a teacup with it. I was looking at it the other day. I just don't want to get something too expensive, just something I can afford once a month. And show all different kinds. Like I said, just get one box. And say, hey, if you're interested in this subscription, let's look at it and see what it's about. I bought some bananas. And I always rinse my bananas off before I put them on the little hanging tree thing. And I don't know what it was, because usually they say that they'll rinse them off real good, pat them dry with a paper towel, and then hang them up. So no fruit flies. Our house is polluted right now with fruit flies, and we don't know where they're coming from. Like I looked at all my stuff that's growing. Nothing's rotting on the vine or anything like where they would be flying in the door. I don't have any fruit sitting out. In fact, I put the bananas in the fridge because I was tired of it. You know, tired of them sitting on it. My one friend said they make like a banana hanger that has a lid.
Ooh.
I'm like, yeah. But this is the time of year for them. Is Julia still here?
No.
No, just stopped in.
Yeah.
I did tell, I think I told Heidi. Let me see. She might be in bed. I'll type her real quick.
I went for Jessica. That's not here.
Sorry. Didn't mean to cough in your face.
Huh?
Choking on my chips.
Yeah.
Is Jessica around?
I don't know.
She didn't react to my oh, I changed my name back. I'm going to be driving Diego crazy. Surprise! And I forgot to just tell him the other night when he was live streaming. I was going to tell him, you don't have to put my whole channel name. You just put Christine. That's fine.
I might let him do that. I
get it that he wants to share your channel and that. But what gamer is really going to come over and hang out, make up, and you know what I mean? So we were helping out my neighbor a little bit. He just moved in. He's a vet. Just got disability or something. Doesn't have a lot. So we've been trying to like just grab him stuff. Like I went through my cupboards and gave him some pots and pans and stuff like that. We gave him some canned goods and like ramen noodles and hot dogs and macaroni and cheese and stuff just to hold him over till he
Mm-hmm.
came in. He's doing good now.
That's good.
I just feel sorry for him.
Mm.
He's only in his 30s, and you can definitely tell, he has post-traumatic stress from being deployed. If you hear the motorcycle and music, that's my old man coming home. So I did show this. I think I showed it. Got this little cute bag. I'm going to do that on the witchy giveaway. It's a little makeup bag.
They're so cute.
The hell is he listening to?
Who?
Matt. How many people are watching? Because I don't have it up.
Only one.
Is that you?
No.
Oh.
I would like to know who's, so we can, hi. How
Right.
are you?
I was looking for that book. I might have taken it downstairs. Damn it.
Darn.
I got Heidi this really cute book. She's on this Halloween book kick.
Mm.
So I got her some cute ones. Kind of like teenagery, where I have to read like a chapter or two to her, She can read some. Like if I get her younger books, she can read them herself. But this was figured more teenagery, like right now, the one we're reading, I can't think of the name of it. I thought I had it up here. I was going to show you because it does have artwork in it too. It's about these kids and they're trying to figure out the mystery of this haunted house, because they keep seeing like a woman upstairs, but the woman actually lives there. And she's trying to figure out why these kids are always peeking through her bushes. Like it's back and forth. It's really cute.
Oh my gosh.
So now she realizes that she overheard them. She was having tea and she had her window open and she overheard them talking about, they think that her house is haunted. So because she's bored, an older lady that's bored, she's like setting stuff up. Like, so they really think it's haunted. So far it's cute. So that's where we're at now. I don't know how it's going to end, but yeah, it's pretty cute. Told you it would start blinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn this down.
He could be my stalker.
Yep, I'm glad I don't have to deal with the stalker anymore.
Woo-hoo.
No more stalkers. So I downloaded this game and I hate it. And now I can't think of the name of it. It's like an HP Lovecraft game.
Mm-hmm.
I asked for the tutorial in the beginning. So I keep trying to leave the area. When I bump into the guy, he says, you have to take all your stuff. Well, there's a gun on the thing. I can pick it up. I can move it around. I can load it. I can shoot it. But I can't put it in my backpack. I cannot. I've pushed every button. I just can't figure it out. So I'm going to have to go online and look at a tutorial like online.
Mm-hmm.
Kid that plays it. So I understand how to I can't figure out how to load my equipment that I want to carry into my backpack. The camera just automatically went in. And this other thing, I just had to push X and it went into the backpack. It knew. But the gun will not go in there. And it won't go in the holster. So I don't understand. Maybe there's something else I need to do to it. I just can't figure it out because I searched the whole room. I'm not seeing anything else I can interact with. It's just weird.
I mean, it is weird.
And you would think if you push on there that you want the tutorial, it would give you a hint, like go back in there. You need to search the desk or something, something.
Exactly.
Some kind of hint. Have you ever played Siberia?
I think so.
With Kate Walker?
No.
With the automatrons? Oh my God. Hey, Snow.
No.
So I'm playing. I played 1 and 2 back when they first came out. Well, I replayed them on Switch. And I ordered Siberia 3. All the other Siberia 1 and 2, you could have played that and never played again. It was a complete story. You knew that you could go further on, but it didn't leave you hanging. Hi, Snow. Siberia 3, I was dude, I wanted to throw the game system out the window. I finished it today on a huge cliffhanger. And I have to look, I haven't looked it up yet to see if there's some kind of ending to this story. Because my character has been taken captive. And the people I was helping got through onto the other side where they needed to be. They're going off in the distance. I'm being held captive. And it goes, the end. I'm like, what the hell just happened here? So I kind of went back and reloaded it from a certain point. And went through it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'll be right back. I have to use both devices. Okay.
Yes, she's also watching Diego stream.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know. There's got to be a sequel because there's got to be an ending to this. Like Siberia 2, the way it ended, you were satisfied. She did the mission, and it was one of them tearjerker kind of games because there's a big storyline in it where you get teary-eyed, and it all worked out. So I thought, well, I'll play Siberia 3. Maybe let's see what could she possibly do? Because it pretty much ended. Nope, cliffhanger. So then somebody told me, oh, the next version, it's out on PS5. I can't afford PS5 just to play that game. Looks like I'm going to be going up to my sons to play that game because they have a PS5. So I guess I'm going to be buying the game and going up there to play it. And damn it, it better start right in that helicopter where they took me captive. Like it better not skip around. I want it to start right there. Because the lady that's kidnapping me, that hired these people, she says, we have lots to talk about. And it's going to be a very long time that you're going to have with me back at the psychiatric unit.
Oh, no.
The end.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I was so pissed. I said to Matt, and he's like, what are you screaming about upstairs? Because I'm like, are you effing kidding me? I struggled with these mirrors. It had this mirror puzzle to get this gate to open where you have to keep turning them and get these beams of light to go where you need them to go. Oh my God. I struggled with that thing for an hour. Finally, it just clicked into place. And then I was like, yeah, all right. I got through that. It was the hardest puzzle probably in that whole, series. Siberia 1, I pretty much aced those puzzles. They were pretty good. They were challenging, but not to the point of where you want to rip your hair out like that mirror one. Siberia 2 is the same way. There was one, I had to go look at a cheat because I could not figure out how to turn it. I just didn't understand how it worked. And no matter what button I pushed, it wasn't moving where I needed it to go. That was the only time on Siberia 2. This one, that mirror one, oh my gosh. And I did not look it up to try to cheat. I struggled it through, but it took me over an hour to get the green and the red beam. Boom, boom. The blue one, an hour of turning, tilting, moving. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of games I like. I could probably do the 7 Days to Die if there wasn't a Horde night. Because when he's doing that, like if he's just killing zombies, I can do that. Like if it's a couple at the most at a time.
Yeah.
But the Horde night, Diego's playing the game and I'm sitting there, I start sweating. Because I get so tense that I literally start sweating.
Oh, my.
It's just my sensory. It sets my sensory off.
Understandable. Welcome back, Snow. Like, I'm more into open world games like Warframe. Like, you can do missions by yourself if you really want to, depending on the missions. Oh my gosh, those are pain in the game in the way it is.
The open world ones?
Semi-open
What
world.
was that one? Didn't I tell you I played that Palia? That's open world. Every time I'd go out and hunt for food, I'd shoot the food. Some people that I don't even know come grab my deer and take off with it. So I quit playing it because I couldn't keep them out of my area.
On Warframe, there is an open where like there's 2 planets you can go into free roam basically, but you can do quests and all of that. But on the missions, you go with 3 other people or by yourself or your friends, depending on what you want to do. And the quests you have to do for each like story for the storyline, you do it by yourselves. But with the missions, you can do it with other people.
Right.
Man, the Warframes, because you can get different Warframes by going through missions or doing stuff. Oh my gosh. One Warframe. It's called Jade. She's the newest one. She's awesome. She's like life and death. And her storyline with the stalker on that game is pretty wild. So their machinery. They use telepathic mind to control the Warframes. So that, and you get to know the storyline because a Warframe having a baby, because technically a Warframe is a machine that you can build that has a baby. It's the most weirdest, oddest, coolest freaking story part of that. But getting her
That's
part.
what I liked about Siberia. Good storyline.
But getting the rest of her parts was a pain in the ass. I finally got it a couple of days ago. Like, yeah, finally. So, because you can buy platinum.
What's the game called?
Warframe.
Warframe.
You can play. It's a cross-playing game. You can play it with your PlayStation, the computer, even on your Nintendo DS.
I wonder if that's the one JC plays.
But that one's a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah, that Palio, however you say it. Now, some of those people would approach me and talk, and you can type and talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 2 girls that were like, we saw what they did. They stole, because I was hunting. We'll keep them away. Go ahead and shoot that deer. We'll keep them away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez.
It's a free-to-play game, though. The only thing you buy is the platinum, and the money you can use it to buy stuff.
So those girls helped me out. And then I went to her world and did the same. Blocked for her to go hunting. Because that's what it was. They were coming to, if they saw you were a female, they were coming in like a group of 5 guys. And anything you shot, they just took it from you. Because they would be hiding in, off the, it was weird.
Yeah.
See, that sounds familiar. Because I know JC buys skins for something she plays.
Oh, you don't have to buy the skins? Really? You can earn those skins. Because usually
Well,
you do
she
missions.
told me something about, hold on, I'll read it to you if I can find the conversation.
You can earn skins by doing the daily stuff, the weekly stuff, and the daily stuff. You get, credits and everything to go to get that next reward. Sometimes if you do the quests and submissions on there, you get free skins. So I don't really spend money. If Jim spends money, it's usually I'm playing on that game. And this has to be a really good deal. 75%.
Oh, no, it was, okay, this is what she was talking about. I'm stressing out, Mom. I said, what's the matter? What's up? And she says, I sent Kurt my login for my Fortnite. He better hurry up and log in because he has an Android and I can't get this skin on my phone because I have an iPhone. It's cat stuff and I have to have it. And she said, but he has to earn the XP, or I'd say, you could do it, but you don't know how to play this game, and it would take me too long to teach you. But Kurt already plays. But hold on, I'll show you. This is what she's talking about, the skin.
I don't do Fortnite. There's a competition on that one.
Because she's real good at it. She has an iPhone, so I guess it was only available for Android players. So her brother did it for her, of course. Yeah, that's what she was playing, Fortnite. And the cat skin was only for Android. She has an iPhone, so she was balling. So her brother logged onto her account on his Android, got the skin for her, and then logged off.
Oh my goodness.
She's spoiled. She's the baby. They're 13, 11 years apart, her and Kurt. Her and Heidi are 13 years apart, and her and Kurt are 11 years apart.
He's a good big brother.
Yeah, he is. And he loves the game.
Yeah, my brother and I are like 24 years old. He's 24 years older than me.
Yeah, Kurt's 11 years older, and Heidi's 13 years older.
And my sister Dottie is 23, and my sister Jessie is 20 years older than me.
But she was bugging him at work.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. She's like telling him at lunchtime, oh, he won the shit over lunch. Because he knows how to play. He plays Fortnite. So he went right in there, earned all the XP that he needed to do, and got it for her. See, that sounds familiar. League. I think JC plays that too. Remember when JC came in the chat? I think she followed Snow because she liked the games that Snow plays. And they had something in common. But she's been real quiet the last couple weeks. Like not online, not playing games. So I asked her, I said, what's going on? She just said that she's been helping Jake study So she's been trying not to be distracting. So
Aw.
she's been helping him study for his test. She's a trip. I'm trying to think. If that happened yesterday, I typed something to my daughter-in-law, and I typed out accomplish, and it changed it to accomplish. Like it spelled it wrong. And she says, "What is?" He goes, "Did you spell that or did that autocorrect?" I'm like, "That autocorrected."
Hmm?
I meant to say I look better than that. Okay.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, me too. I'm confused.
Let's know. Did you meant to say that on Diego's or mine?
Probably Diego's. It'll take her a minute to figure it out.
Okay,
Oh, she's wrenching for Diego, huh?
I think. I don't know. Yeah,
Monitoring.
she did.
I call it wrenching because it always shows you with a wrench.
Yeah.
Is he still on?
Yeah, on Twitch and on YouTube.
Oh, I would have been dying laughing. Yeah, I said, what did it, something about accomplish, and I can't even remember what we were talking about. And I have that Grammarly, and it's still accomplish. Okay.
It has a accomplish.
Yeah, it can't be a mistype because it just wasn't. There's no way. I looked at it. I always look at stuff because my phone's an asshole.
Oh yeah.
It'll make up words. It typed a word the other day. I'll have to ask Matt what that word was because he was like, "What are you trying to say?" When we looked it up, it was not even a word. We spelled it exactly the way the phone auto-corrected it. It was not even a word.
But yeah, I hate that accomplish.
I'll show you my newest.
Oh. But yeah.
And sometimes my mom will text me stuff, and I have no I just figure it out. You know what I mean? Or if Matt does voice to text, it'll say. I just have to say what he texted me real fast because he has a West Virginia accent, like a hillbilly type accent. And if he starts talking fast, it'll spell out different words. So I just read it real fast in my head. Then I usually know what he's saying. All right, who is texting me now? Okay, so I tell my aunt, make sure you remind me that I got to pick you up on September 4th at 11. So she just pushed. Not today is August 30th, and everybody knows I'm a ditz and I'm busy. Reminding you September 4th at 11 to sign my lease. Love you. Tell Mom and Heidi I said Love them and miss them. So now, if she doesn't remind me again, you know damn well I'm going to forget, right? Because reminding me would have been the 3rd. Text me on the 3rd, so I put an alarm on my phone. Whatever. Your phone gets pervy. Yeah, buying his mom thongs, that's pretty pervy.
Hey.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to check on her real quick.
Okay.
Because I made her popcorn. Make sure she's watching Harry Potter, as usual.
Just showing that Harry Potter kick.
Oh my gosh. All, like, what is there, like 9 movies? I think she's on number 5 right now.
Oh my goodness. Trust me, my phone gets wild sometimes. So what the hell? And sometimes I always think it's me. Especially when I'm talking to my boyfriend. He makes fun of it, which I'm fine with. But I'm just like, what did I say? Oh, no. It's quite funny. This is what I meant to say, because sometimes my brain and my hands don't connect sometimes, and I always forget a word. Okay. But it's so funny. Where is my Jessica? I'm eating some Doritos Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch. Jessica got me into this. And I love it. Wait, one time, it was that Sunday. I got a little bit and get no sleep. And everything, she bought me some chips. And it came the next day. Like, they came in, yeah. And my arrow was like, where'd you get those? But I'm like, of course, you can always ask. I don't have no problem with that. Eh. Okay, I need to get something to drink. Because those things, woo! I gotta be careful. You have white girl taste buds. Oh, trust me. I do too. Hot fries and hot Cheetos I can eat with just one bag or one sitting. Those will take me about a couple of days. I'm not even kidding. I'll be right back. Just want to take over the stream. Actually, no. I ain't coming. Nope. I got coffee. I always got something to drink in my room. Nom, nom, nom. But yeah, Jessica got me into those. Jessica bought me this. There's a reason why we always have a joke going on. But I gotta use this again, but she got me this. The actually color is pretty nice. still got the brushes too. I was like, yeah.
Whenever I choose, you'll be there. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I had.
Snowflower, you, Otaku, Alex, Agrone, ya cantan muchas canciones amistosas. Así, escuchen.
Yeah, what's this one? So what's he talking about? You wanted the Coreflake ones. So what he was talking about? We just like blue. Like, the eyeshadow is pretty nice. Like, it's more like a collection anyway. Like, some of the pigment is there, but not much pigment. To tell you the truth, I wish it was like more red. But the pigment is kind of there.
What's that?
The Flamin' Hot Cheetos palette that Jessica got me last year. Yeah, it's kind of pretty light. If you use a white, well, you can't really see it because of the lighting. But if you use a white base, it probably look good. But you can pack it on there and blend it. It's kind of light.
The Cheetos palette.
Yeah.
What's it look like? Does it look like Cheetos? Oh, it's cute though.
Oh yeah.
Who made that?
Taste Beauty. But yeah.
It's pretty though. Pretty palette.
Yes. But it's more of a
What were you
collection.
saying? You wanted it to be more red?
Mm-hmm. More red. But, it is what it is. I enjoyed it anyway.
You would have thought they would have put like at least one pretty good red in it,
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine? Fine, I didn't get the color. Oh,
I ain't doing that.
Could you imagine the burn? Oh my
Oh,
God.
shit. I've actually had hot Cheetos. Actually, I had these on my hand. I'm like, oh, shit.
I did that with the jalapeno ones. The jalapeno Cheetos.
Yeah.
I was using them and rubbed my eye. It was fire. Yeah, I like hot Cheetos. They're pretty good. They have this chip, and I don't know if they sell them everywhere, but it's called Nibbles with Gibbles. Fire hot. And they're pure red. Every chip. There's not a potato chip color on it. You know what I mean?
Holy shit.
It's completely red. They are so freaking good. They're hot, but they're not like to where you can't eat them. It's a good hot, and there's like some kind of spice they have in it. I can't even describe it. It's just it's really good. It's like almost like hot sauce with maybe like a barbecue hint to it, like and garlic. It's real spicy and just enough heat, you know.
Oh my God, no.
Dude, I went to Louisiana, right?
Oh shit.
For Mardi Gras.
Louisiana.
I went for Mardi Gras, and I did the touristy thing where all the restaurants have the stuff outside, and you can, for like $2, you can get like it's like little cups of stuff to taste, right? So all day long, I'm tasting jambalaya, this, that, the other thing, and everything's spicy, right? The next morning, holy shit, I was bawling. I was literally bawling. That's how bad it was.
Oh my goodness.
I was ready to go to the pharmacy and get Tux. You know, did you ever see that commercial for hemorrhoids? Put the fire out. I was like, jeez. Yep. Thank God that most of the motels down there have bidets, because I would have been dead. And that's probably why most of the hotels have bidets, because of their food. Whew. That was killer.
Man.
Good going down. Hot coming out.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, like, especially when I'm eating something really, really hot, especially hot wings. Oh, the next day is like,
Yeah.
I regret that. I totally regret that.
Try eating like 25 different little cups of all different Louisiana style food that's all spicy and hot. Yep. Yepper. My butt was not happy with me.
I did that with chips in my mouth.
We were down in the restaurant the next day, and some lady was talking about the same thing. She was talking about it. She's like, I'm not eating nothing today but soup, cream soup with no spice. I was like, ooh, she must have had the same problem I did.
Louisiana don't play.
Oh man, but you got you just suffer it out. The second day wasn't so bad because my body was used to it. I still ate. Because how can you resist their food? Their food's so good.
I mean,
What kind of Doritos?
flaming hot.
Oh yeah, those are good. We tried
Ever
it.
since-
We tried. Was it pickle? Pickle chips. We didn't like them. They were okay. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You can't just eat them. Like, they're not the kind of chip you can eat. Because after about the second chip, you're like, you just don't want it. It's too much pickle. But make a ham and cheese sandwich and lay them on the ham and cheese sandwich and crunch the bread down on it. Perfect. Like, they got to be mixed with something. You either have to eat them with dip or something, because it's just too much by themselves. Like I said, they weren't a bad taste. The first couple were really good, and then you're like, ew, this is sickening. I can't eat, you know. So, but on ham and cheese, it was good, or whatever kind of lunch meat you like.
My favorite ones are bread and butter pickles. Those are my jam.
Yeah, and these were dill pickle chips.
Like, I don't mind dill pickles.
Me either, but not.
That
It's
isn't
too
chips.
much.
More. Yeah.
I like sweet pickles or bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I tried some.
I'm trying to
found
think of
some
the
meat.
other one.
I found some munchies, about this small. I was kosher. I said, I want the pickle juice because of my throat. And everybody was getting a little bit sick. I said, you're not going to be sick. And pickle juice will help with your throat, kill off any bacteria. Right. So I was craving for it. And I bought them. Oh my gosh. They use sea salt. I'm like, well, no, it was salty as hell. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, and see, I think that's what part of it was too, because they were potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
And the salt factor played a role in I don't know, it just left like this weird aftertaste that you would start getting gaggy on it. And then, because Matt, we've been buying like little small bags of stuff just to try all the different weird flavors they come out with. They had a garlic cheddar one, potato chip, and those were really good. And of course, we tried them out, loved them, went to go back, and they're kettle cooked. Went to get them, and they're gone. They don't have them anymore. And the lady said, well, they weren't a real popular flavor, so we're not ordering them no more. And I'm like, okay, just same thing they did with the Hawaiian onion. I love that Hawaiian onion potato chip. They quit selling them. So I asked her why. I was buying them 10 bags at a time. I was buying their whole aisle out because it would take so long to, if you had to wait.
Yeah.
And I asked the lady up at Walmart, I'm like, why aren't the slots there? We're not reordering them. They're not real popular. Really? Because I bought 10 bags just 2 weeks ago. So I don't get how they're not popular. I like them, but she ended up giving me a number, and I was able to just get them shipped to my house. I was hooked on those. Now I get them every once in a while. It's like, you know how you just get sick of something after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go? Okay.
That's why I don't buy hot Cheetos or hot fries or anything like spicy. So I have to be in the mood for them. And right now, I'm not starving. It's almost 10, so I'm like, yeah, no more. I probably snack on them. But that's what I tend to do. But, man, spicy. Depending on the spice, and I already had something spicy today, so had chicken enchiladas, so yeah.
We had stuffed peppers.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to snag up all the end of the year summer vegetables that I can, but I'm only buying like a few days worth because I've been buying the organic and it rots so fast, which is good because it's organic.
Yeah.
So we bought peppers and made stuffed peppers, and I got some cucumbers down there because they had a cucumber recall. So I just got them at our local farm. So tomorrow I'm going to make some cucumber salad. And I got fresh broccoli from that farm. And so I'm going to make some cucumber salad, broccoli, and some kind of meat tomorrow. I'm trying to think. They had squash, but they were mushy. Pisses me off. It's this year's growing season. It was murder to try to grow anything.
Mm-hmm.
You had to like that 100-degree weather because up here in Pennsylvania, it doesn't normally get above 90 for very long.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually maybe a week in August. It'll be like 90 degrees. And then other than that, this summer is usually between 80 and 85, and normal rain, not this where we had like 7 days straight of rain. And then 5 days straight of over 95-degree weather, and it just burned all the crops up. Like all the potatoes were rotted because of all that rain, and then all that excruciating heat rotted them right in their mounds.
Mm.
So, because that's what I told Matt. I said, we need to stock up on potatoes and put them down in the basement because to keep them, because you know they're going to be slim pickings. Because if ours did that, every farm here did it, had rotted potatoes. So that means they're going to get scarce.
Yep. No potatoes.
I love potatoes.
Potato.
Anything you make out of potatoes, I love it. And Heidi, like, I love baked sweet potatoes. And I'll make the brown sugar butter and all that. Hey, Star. Diego.
I mean, hey, Diego, what am Hang
You're
on.
gonna kill
Somebody
me.
wants to join us. Hang on. Let me go to the bathroom.
I changed my name back to Mountain Witch Christine. You don't have to change it on your thing. You can just put Christine. I'm good with that.
Yeah. What she said.
I don't know what I'm just going through this weird stage where I was changing everything, and then I switched it back today. Just it's fine. You can just put Christine. I know it's because I'm crazy. I'm going through some kind of weird phase. I'm driving my whole household crazy. I've been changing rooms around, reorganizing I don't know what's going on with me. So I changed it back to Mountain Witch Christine, but you don't have to change it on your videos. You can actually, you don't even have to put my channel name on. You can just put Christine. I'm good with that. So anyway, I'm still trying to figure out Switch. I think I did pretty good, or Twitch. I mean, I think I did pretty good the other night when I figured out. It took me a minute, but I figured out how to give you the ammo or whatever it was, the weapon box, because it popped up there and asked me if I wanted to do it. And I wasn't sure what to push at first, and I just pushed it, and then it threw the box out there. But at least you were able to get it. And then I figured out how to do the soup song. That took a while because I didn't know where to look.
Diego? Oh my.
I told him he can just put Christine. Christine O. Everybody knows me by that. That's good.
Christina.
Initials MWC.
Christina. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
We are laughing with you.
Nah,
How was your game tonight? I didn't get to see it because I can't have the game on and then try to pay attention over here. There's no way.
I would never laugh at you, Diego. Hang on. Da 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 da. Shana. Hey.
So is there anything new coming out? Makeup wise, any new?
Wet n Wild's new stuff. That's all I know.
And you said when are they coming out with it for Halloween?
Yeah, it's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Cool.
It's coming out the 1st of next month.
Of October.
No.
September. Okay. Wet n Wild. I'm looking it up so I can figure out where I can get it at.
Maybe put it on Instagram. Because it's easier for me instead of going on through Discord. Do you have to use the
Okay,
right?
Diego. Yeah, I was not sure what I was doing. I figured out the soup though. I figured out that soup song. But I couldn't, he was given like other hints for other songs, but I couldn't find the song that was matching it.
Well, I use the phone because it's easier to do on the phone than it is on the laptop. To me,
See,
it's freaking
my
difficult.
problem is I can't see well enough on my phone.
And because I have to go on Discord because
Okay, Wet and Wild Beauty.
that's all I know is Wet and Wild.
I'm looking at it now.
I want the entire collection. Since I got money, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I might as well. But I might have to wait after the first. I might have to wait, you know.
Do they have like the entire collection bundle?
Yes. Yes, I am human. I am not a robot.
Well, go back to soup.
Okay.
So that would be the Nightmare Before Christmas PR box.
It'll be the whole entire thing. They
Is
usually
that
do.
for 85?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if I can swing that.
I don't know either, but I'm waiting. I think I'm going to wait after my paycheck for next week. I get paid next week. Am I done? Maybe. Oh my gosh. 'Cause I don't have my Discord on here. I do, but I don't. Okay, this is
What
ridiculous.
are you trying to do?
Send the link to Snow because she wants to join us.
Oh. Hit her up on Instagram.
I don't think I have her on Instagram. I have her on. Okay, this is going to be one of those freaking difficult. Shh. You know what? Let's do this instead, Alex. Maybe just. I'm hitting myself in the fucking head. I'm an idiot. I'm giving myself a freaking problem. I'm like, why are you giving yourself a problem, Alex? And I'm like, oh yeah, I use my Instagram. I'm like, just copy that. My purpose probably thinking, Alex, you're an idiot. Trust me, I know. David's probably laughing at
Yeah,
me.
they're not even having any good Labor Day sales. None of the makeup companies.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I want a good sale, not 10% off. You know what I mean? If you're going to do a Labor Day sale, give us like 40% off or something.
Exactly.
Like ColourPop does. That's why I got those 2 palettes today.
Mm-hmm. You should got the mystery palettes. They're $34.15. It's a 9. It's
Well, I've
9
seen
months.
those 2, and I really wanted to do the Harry Potter for the giveaway, but I want that Pooh Bear one. So I really like the colors in there. Almost puts me in mind of Raw Beauty Christie's palette.
Mm.
Almost. It puts me in mind of that. Because I'm surprised that ColourPop hasn't put that palette back out under a different name.
I think
'Cause you
they
know
should.
do that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they should bring out some older palettes and everything. And I'm just
I
like,
don't understand why they don't contact her and go, hey, look, it was popular and people want it. And what about the people that bought it and are hit and pan? They got to be hit and pan by now. A lot of those colors were really pretty, very wearable, you know, as an everyday palette. Like, why don't they just do another run with it?
because they're stupid like that. I want to get the Pokemon one. I want to get the Pokemon one. Gonna catch them all. Mm-hmm. That's a really cute palette. When I saw it, I want that palette.
Is that ColourPop?
Yep.
You better go on there because they're having a big sale.
I don't have the money. I kind of spent some stuff today. And I also got the Ipsy glam bag that I'm gonna do. So that's why I said I have to wait. And he can join us if he wants to. I don't care. If Dave wants to join us, he can have us. Ooh! Snow is coming to join us. Well, I don't know what Dave will just come and join us.
Is it this one? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes, that one.
It is pretty. I hate when ColourPop like throws the.
Not really, Diego. You didn't miss. You didn't miss much, any.
Who?
Yes, did I miss anything earlier? I said no, not really.
Nah, we just been blabbing,
Blah 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 blah.
blabbing. Spicy food. That's about the only thing you missed.
Yeah.
The physical effects of spicy food, but we don't want to go there. And it had something to do with the turlet.
That's like a few minutes before you came in.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Other than that, we've been just catching up. Now I'm going to eat ginger snaps because I love ginger snaps.
I got no snacks, but who wants to spicy? To the toilet. There's just nice toilet paper.
For this particular situation that we were talking about, it'd be better to have a bidet. I got some sun today. I didn't think I did.
Or you, Christine, eating all that Louisiana
How was your trip? It was good. I just had to sit on a donut to get home.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how people can eat really, really spicy food. Like Jim got the Nashville wings, and he ate it. But I took a bite and I went, oh nope. The next day my body was
Yes,
like,
now, I love spicy food, but if it's so hot that you can't taste anything else because it's burning your face off, I don't want it. Like it ruins it then. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why someone would eat a ghost pepper. It totally annihilates your mouth.
or
How do
Carolina.
you taste any of the meat? Like somebody made some kind of ghost pepper pork or whatever. I'm sorry, you're not tasting any pork with as much ghost pepper as this guy put on it. I don't want to eat just ghost peppers. If I did, I would just ask for a ghost pepper. Now, if he would have chopped up like a little slice off of it and like marinated it with other things just to bring a little heat to it. But if you're making something so hot that somebody's sweating and, has to call an ambulance, you're not really, I don't see how that's.
Or Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, like how is that good?
I
If
don't
you can't
understand.
taste what it's
And most of the time people can't handle that.
Oh no, I've seen people keel over and we'd have to call an ambulance eating, dare eating peppers. You know how they'll dare each other? Yeah, I've seen that before. People have to have an ambulance called.
Mm-hmm. That ain't me. I like spicy, but not that damn spicy.
Mm-mm. They make those Reaper chips. I don't even like them because you don't taste the chips.
It's just a
Your
challenge.
mouth's burning so bad you can't taste anything else.
People just like the pain, I guess. I don't know.
Now, if you were sick and your nose was stuffy, oh, awesome. I love when my
Awesome.
alma mater kicks ass. I love that. They're not playing tonight, my old high school. I think they play tomorrow. They couldn't play today because the president was here. Or ex-president. What is he called? Ex-president.
Former president?
Former president. So all the high school football games were put on hold till tomorrow.
I was wondering why Diego was so quiet. I said, he must be watching something.
I like putting like my high school football game on because I'm back in hometown now. Because when I didn't live here, you can't see the football game because it's on our local channel.
You're always quiet. What I'm talking about? Be quiet. I beg to differ. Got Elden Ring. Of course you are. He's always multitasking. Okay, I'm just waiting for her to get here. Snow, get your ass in. Just kidding. She said, sweet. Almost ready. Have to feed cat. That's how she put it. She put sweet. Period. Almost ready. Period. Have to feed cat. Happy. Yeah. I have to always gotta mess with this. But I'm glad he's here in the chat anyway if he helps. But yeah. Luckily tomorrow, only 4 hours is 12:45 to 4:45. Then I'm off on Sunday.
Matt's just what?
Is that okay?
That's tooth. All right. Here's an example. Here's what he said. I'm going to read what his phone sent me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pull the ribs and chicken out of the freezer tonight. That's tooth. All tooth thaw. And then he puts, what the hell did I just type?
I'm glad my boyfriend last up went on this type. I'm on this type. He loves about it. He says, huh? I'm like, what? I'm like, that's not what I meant to say. So, but he laughs with me though. He doesn't laugh at me. And sometimes I miss him. But I'm glad that's at my mistake. Because it's kind of embarrassing when I do it. I'm like, shit. Especially if I miss a word. Because my brain is going way too fast in my fingers. And then I'm just like.
It's because Matt does voice to text. And he has that slangy accent, that real drawl. So it just writes out whatever he thinks he says.
That's why I don't do voice to chat. I mean, voice to text. Because of my southern accent. What's so bad? My phone. When I do think I'm saying it or writing it down, it doesn't show. I'm like, what the hell?
My phone, the mic's so sensitive on it. I'll do voice to text, and if the TV's on, it'll have all that conversation in there too.
That's why I don't do voice to chat, voice to text. If I'm doing voice to chat, that's fine. But,
A lot of people only do that voice to chat because they know it disappears after a while.
oh, we know someone does used to do that.
Which
That's why I don't
hate
like doing
that, like, especially my one friend, we were planning a baby shower,
Mm-hmm.
and she sent me 3 voice to chat,
Mm-hmm.
and I listened to them, but I didn't. My pen ran out of ink, and I was in the car.
Oh,
By the
shit.
time I got home and went to listen to them again, they were already gone. So I had to call her and say, "You're gonna have to tell me that all again. You should have just did voice to text, so I could write it down because it disappeared."
That's why I don't do voice to text is fine, but voice to chat, I only do it maybe once in a blue moon because it's easier sometimes.
Yeah, I'll do
Depending
it
what
once in
my
a
boyfriend and I
while,
are talking about.
If it's something that I like, it's everyday talk. You know what I mean? But not if like me and you are planning something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it out for you so you can scroll back and go,
Mm-hmm.
what were we saying? Or so you can look at the date or the time or whatever. That's what I do.
I don't know. I'm waiting for.
I saw something.
You thought you lost something?
No, I thought I saw like a shadow.
Oh.
Was it me?
Mm-hmm.
There's my shadow, but this was tall.
There is a shadow. There is a shadow. It's just when
I see my shadow.
Yeah, it's your shadow.
There was something up there. It went across. There's not much room between me and the light. You know what I mean? This is the only light on.
Yeah.
The ring light. Like see where my hands are? It was like, see the shadow it's making? It was like that.
Yeah.
I was sitting here doing this and I seen it go up and across. I'm going to go down there and kick a hole in his ass if he doesn't quit texting me.
Oh, he's going to... I was going to say you're going to make a third hole.
Now, does he just tape? If he's playing on Elden Ring, does he just tape? Or is that one you can do some things behind the scenes and then
most
make a good tape?
I might have to answer that question. I can't really. Let me put this in a way. Just profiles. That's all I know. Profiles. Because I know Elden Ring you can make different profiles though.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We have Snow Mama. Woo.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
I mean, I'm tired, but
Me too. It's been a long day.
Oh, he asked you, Christine, what was your question?
Oh, I just asked while you're playing, do you just screen record it and then go back and talk over it and make a video, or is there stuff you can do on that game behind the scenes that won't wreck up your progress that you're filming? Or are you playing two separate? Okay.
my computer's all weird.
Oh, my back is killing me.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was like, we were talking about Cheetos, and I was like, I want to get in on this conversation, but there's so much to say.
Oh my goodness. You're always welcome to be part of the stream.
Well, and
You're
I
always
thought
welcome
about it, and I
people.
was like, I'm super tired. I was actually in my jammies, so I had to get dressed.
I have my Brewster shirt on
Oh, I was like,
from Animal Crossing, and I have my cat pajama pants on. I don't
Okay,
care.
doesn't matter.
But I just got out of the tub.
camera to stop auto-focusing.
I just took mine off, or it always goes there. It'll start
Yeah, mine
focusing.
goes to my
behind it.
snowflake. And I'm like, no, this snowflake. This one. This one.
Now all we need is Diego on this stream. We'll be good.
These days
Yeah.
playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, he's like Alex, really.
Ooh. Oh,
How many's
It's a
in
long
the
day.
chat?
3.
Oh. Are you still on this chat, Snow?
huh?
You heard your name. You heard your name? Yeah, I said, yeah, all we need is Diego in the stream. It would be good.
Yeah. And then there would be all 4 of us.
They got the whole screen.
I
Yeah.
actually haven't been on stream in like a long time because I've been working so many hours.
What do you do for work?
I am so I don't think you guys have them over there, but here we have like Maverick gas stations, and like our food is like number 1 in the nation for like gas station food, and I actually manage the kitchen for my
Oh,
Maverick.
that's cool.
So
Oh yeah,
when
so you're
people-
out. Is it open 24 hours?
So my kitchen is not. The gas station is, but the kitchen isn't. Like my kitchen, excuse you. My kitchen is 5 to 5 or 5 to 3, I think it is. And I work at 4 a.m. every day, except for Saturdays and Sundays.
Ugh,
But
that's murder.
being the manager, I have to be there when people call out, or if I don't have anybody to cover that shift, and I have a very short-staffed kitchen. So
That's been happening around here. It's sad because
awful.
some restaurants have closed down Sunday, Monday, Tuesday because of lack of workers, and are only open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Some of our family-owned businesses, because they can't keep, nobody wants to work.
Everybody wants money, but they don't want to do the job for it.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Like 2 weeks ago, they kept asking if I want shifts. I said, yeah. And they asked me for a this past Sunday. Say, hey, if you want the floor set, this and that. And I'm like, I'll work almost, if I kept on working through all that week to Tuesday, I would have worked 7 days straight. I said, nah, I didn't take the call. I said, no. And I work on Monday. I worked on Monday. So inventory plus selling. And then they called me on Tuesday asking if I told me that they had to cut hours. So that's fine. Every time they
Yeah,
cut my
there's
hours,
a lot
I'm
of that
like,
lately, Diego. A lot of that.
I feel like I'm sitting sideways.
My neighbor's daughter, who is 19 or 20, just moved out of the house. I think is on her 7th job in 2 months. In 2 months. Didn't even make it 3 days at one of them. Quit and then got another job. It's been crazy.
It's kind of
And her
ridiculous.
mom said to me, well, I'm expecting her to be moving right back in. I'm like, don't let her. Let her sleep in her car a couple nights. It's
mhm.
not cold yet. Let her see what it's like.
My nephew just moved in with his mom because he can't afford.
I could see
So-
not being able to afford, but she has like a roommate. She just won't keep a job. This time it was because she didn't like the way the other girl was looking at her. So she quit. Like, okay. I worked on the
That's
same
stupid.
floor in rehab with somebody I completely despised for almost 8 years. But you know what? We put our differences aside at work.
That's
Just
you leave home at home, and you take work to work. Like that's how that works out.
Yep.
Like I went
I
to
just
work
didn't
2 days after they
understand.
killed my dog.
I didn't like the way she was looking at me, so I quit. Okay.
That sounds like my brother's job. He hates that job so much because he has to deal with a couple of people. And it's like, they don't want to do the fucking work, but they want to bitch and
Now,
complain. Like,
we just had a rivalry. She did her work. I just didn't like working with her. And there were sometimes I was partnered up with her, and I just didn't care for her, but I sucked it up and did my shift, and didn't take it out or let it affect my mood to where my patients were feeling it, This
Right.
girl, she's just on her 7th job in 2 months, quitting because people were looking at her and she don't like the way the boss does things. She don't do it right. Well, okay, she's the boss and you just started there and worked 3 days and you quit. How would you even know how stuff is supposed to be run? That's what I just don't get it. And that's
entitlement.
what the restaurant that I was talking about, that's what she said. She has these younger people coming in between 18 and 25. They'll work a week and tell her, I want my pay. This work's too hard. They're waiting tables. It's not like they're cooking the food and prepping. They're waiting tables. And it's not like it's a giant restaurant. I live in a small town. I don't get it.
They want
It's
the money,
hard.
but like Snow said, they want the money, but they don't want to work hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It's kind of scary to think about.
stupid.
Like, I'm coming
It's
up
Diego's job.
not so long from now. I'll be able to retire in the next 5 years, 6 years. And my son's a good worker. My kids are, But some of that age, they're not. They don't want to work.
It's the parents. You gotta look at it, it's the
And
parents.
then right now, the cost of living's so bad. None of these kids can leave home without a roommate. They got to have a 2-income household to make it. And they got to make sure that their roommate is willing to pay half. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's hard because the economy is crappy.
Yeah.
Still getting crappier.
And I mean, the rents have gone up here probably about anywhere from $200 to $300 a month higher in the last year. You would think that people would, they see how people are struggling, just to buy food. Food's so expensive. You'd think you'd leave the rent the same to keep your tenants. I just don't understand. Is the same where you are? Snow?
It's pretty awful here. So we had one girl who started the overnights, and she was actually really, really good, but she wouldn't show up. And then she would show up on the fourth day, but she would call out every day, which made it to where we couldn't fire her. And then eventually she just stopped showing up, and we were like, okay, that's great.
But when she was there, she did a good job.
She did do a good job. We had another kid.
I don't get it.
Just helped my kitchen. Wonderful kid. And then found out that he wasn't allowed to work at my shop. So we had to let him go. And I was like, that's kind of crappy, because we have 3 people in my kitchen. It takes at least 5 to 6 to run my kitchen. And we have 3 people right now. And to have that extra person was really, really nice. And I just don't understand, because my town is like a military town. So everything is military based. The income, everything is military based.
Right.
So you have all these people who need money, because it's almost impossible to live. I have to live with my kid. My niece lives with me because we can't afford it on our own.
Right.
And I'm like, you guys sit here and you complain about us, not having any money and all that stuff, but you don't work for it.
Right.
I don't get that. You show up to work for 3 days, you show a lot of promise, and then all of a sudden you're like, I just want to stay home.
Yeah, I don't get it. Now, are these, I wonder, that's why I said to my neighbor, don't make it so easy on her to come back, because not only is she screwing up her life, or her reputation for being a worker, having 7 jobs in 2 months, but she's also screwing over her roommate that agreed to move in with her and pay half. Do you know what I mean? And if she lets her move back home, then the roommate gets screwed as well. I told her, I don't really have good advice, because I don't know, my kids worked. You know what I mean? The only thing I taught them was pay before you play.
Yeah.
Pay your bills, whatever you have left, make sure you have food and your bills are paid, and then you can play. If there's nothing left, too bad. Wait till next pay. But and they somehow took that advice, and they're pretty good with that. But I don't know. I get it. She's worried about her daughter, and she's going to let her move back in. But now what about the roommate? They signed a lease. Now that roommate will have to cover her half and probably can't afford it.
And I'm like,
Sue her ass.
That's kind of how my nephew can't afford half this crap, because the economy is so screwed up.
It is.
I feel bad because he has an emotional support animal, but my sister is very strictly dogs, only dogs. And this is a cat. And he doesn't want to get rid of her because she's a wonderful cat. This cat plays fetch. She's 2.5 years old. She's super sweet.
Mhm.
So I told him, I was like, dude, no matter what, we're going to try to keep this cat in the family. And now I feel bad because she might have to come here. And Yumi's always been an only child. So I don't know how Yumi's going to take it. But at the same time, I'd rather have this cat for when he can get back on his feet so I can give her back to him.
Right. How old's your cat?
My cat she'll be a year old on the 21st.
She'll adjust. I would say if she was over 5 or 6, I would be more concerned with the adjustment period, stressing her out to the point of her getting health issues.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, the cat being around a year, under, under 6, you could keep the one in one room, one in the other, and let them smell each other through the door and see how they react like that. Or bring the other one in the carrier and leave it in the carrier for an hour or two when you first bring it in, let her smell, see how they react to each other. Then take the carrier into a separate room and just shut the door. Do that for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
But cats are usually a little bit easier than dogs, per se.
Right. I'm like, I hoping that. So I took Yumi back to the place where I got her from. So I got Yumi from my best friend. He has like thousands of cats, and she was born like a couple days after my birthday. I say the 21st because that's when we had started texting about her.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, well, that's when I remember talking about her and bringing her home. So this is her birthday. But she was born like on my birthday or like 1 or 2 days after my birthday. So she was pretty close. And I had just lost Spud.
Right.
And I was having a really hard time coping with the loss of my dog. And so I was like, I have to have something. And I'm not a cat person at all. I don't really do cats. I'm very allergic. I'm not allergic to Yumi.
Gypsy is my first cat from a kitten. Mushi, before her, was just kind of thrown at me, and I took her in. And then she only had her a year and a half, and she passed away. She was an old cat. But then Gypsy's the only cat I've ever had from kittens. So anything she does is like kind of new to me. Except for my son, he has a bunch of cats, and
my cat
all at once.
All my cats came from babies, so there you go.
Well, I wanted her to like meet her siblings, and so I took her back to have like a play date, and he has so many cats. Like he's got, over 5. I want to say he's got like 10 or so. And she did not do well. Like she even hissed and snapped at me. So I'm hoping that that's just because there were too many there.
Is there a way you could take like a towel or something and let his cat, and then just bring the towel in?
Well, when I brought her home, I had rubbed her little baby blanket because she has a baby blanket. It's super cute. I'll have to show it to you guys. It's totally me. But I rubbed it all over Dad before I brought her home. So I was hoping that it was still there, but it's been a couple months, so I understand. But he's bringing
maybe
her
rub
tomorrow.
it on his cat before you attempt to bring it over.
I could. He's got to be out by tomorrow night.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, then it's going to have to be quickly done. I would say possibly get a carrier big enough that can have food, water, and litter in it. Just for for the time being. Or do you have an extra bathroom she could be locked in?
I've got Tara's bathroom. I don't know how Tara's going to take that, but I've got Tara's bathroom, which is like the guest bathroom.
Right.
And her bathroom is huge. My bathroom is part of my bedroom, so it's small.
Right.
So, but
yeah, I agree with you. I hate to see him lose his cat.
And I know that Cody, the one that I got my cat from, I know that he would take her too. So I've always had an idea. Option. But I did tell him, I was like, dude, if I take your cat, you're getting her fixed because I'm not going to have her spraying all over my house when she goes into heat. Like I heard that they do that. I'm not sure because
they still do it after.
Do what?
They still do it, but they still do it after.
Do they? Yeah.
I
know that Yumi's never ever experienced being in heat.
It's just marking. That's all it is.
And Yumi never has. It's weird because Yumi does. I don't think she does that because I don't ever smell it. Because I am allergic to cats. I can walk right into an apartment and be like, oh my God.
The only time the girls would do it is because there's a couple of cats and to mark their territory. Since she's by herself, she doesn't really have to do that.
Yeah, but see, my mom's cat, she marks if cats outside come in the yard. My mom's cat will mark the back door on the inside.
Yeah, I took this one's other cats around there. She by herself, she won't do that.
Gypsy don't do that. Gypsy,
She's the only cat.
yeah.
Well,
I
with
don't
that,
know. I just like you can walk into my apartment and you would never know I have a cat.
Yeah, that's how my house is.
But that I mean that's what I want to avoid is like walking into my apartment and be like, oh, you have cats, you know?
Right.
Like I can smell that from a mile away because I am so allergic to cats.
Right.
cats.
Yeah, like when that happened over on my mom's side, I smelled it immediately
Mm-hmm.
and I cleaned it up and we sprayed this, I forget what they call it, some kind of pheromone thing on it.
Yeah.
She never did it again, but my mom said that there was cats in the backyard and she was hissing and whining at like they kept coming up to the door and it freaked her out. She turned around and sprayed like as if to say stay back. And I can say that
Damn it.
it cleaned right up. I got that Nature's Miracle stuff and the smell never came back. But I got it immediately. Like it was probably within 10 minutes of it happening. You know?
See, and me and Tara work the same time. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that they become super good friends and Yumi has someone to play with, but I don't know. I
Is
don't know
that
how
cat
this is gonna
a
go.
female or a male?
It's a female.
So
She
there
might
could
not-
be.
she might not spray though. It depends.
Well, depends how their personality it is too. Because my girls don't do that, but there is like a alpha female type of deal. So
Well,
like
I'm really
Lion,
hoping that Yumi takes the alpha female because this is Yumi's house.
yeah,
Right.
she'll automatically have that. Like with Lion, she's 6 years old. Same with Stella, Halloween, and Nala. They're both 6 years old because they were born this year that we moved here. But her sister Sissy is 1 year younger than her, and them two don't get along. So Sissy's downstairs with Jim because they're both too alpha-y. So I call it too dominant. There we go.
Right.
They're
I'm
both
just
so
saying.
dominant.
I love that
So-
cat. She's
But
spoiled.
Yumi could be is no matter
Yeah,
what,
spoiled
she's
too.
gonna be the dominant one because that is her house.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a male, that'd be a whole different scenario.
I know that cat's gonna try to climb her tree and she's gonna let her have it. Like, that's my tree. We tried to move it to clean and she freaked out.
Yeah, Gypsy's spoiled like that too. You can't touch her stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Like we had to rearrange my office. I don't know if you guys noticed, but now I'm like got like a closet door here and
Yeah.
but I had to move my office around because we can't have anything under the window. So we moved her cat tree near the window. So now she can climb from the cat tree to the window when it's open and have air. It gets super hot in this room. So yeah, you were out, man. So my niece went to go move it and she like bat at her and tried to bite her and everything because she was touching her cat tree. Oh my God.
Yo, that's cats for you.
I
Now
just watched
Gypsy
her.
will let me clean her stuff, but Matt can't touch it. She'll
She
shred
is
it.
male. She doesn't like males.
She doesn't like anybody.
I wish I could turn this stupid auto focus
I'm
off.
probably going to have to get off of here soon because I'm going to have to go put Heidi to bed. And after the day that I've had,
You're gonna be out
I'm
like a
not going
light.
to make it much longer.
Oh, I hear that. It's been a long day.
Yep, I stood in line for some stuff and yeah,
Oh.
for hours.
it has been a super. I went to work at 4 a.m. and I got home at about 4.
Yeah.
Like it's the last. I want to say last month or no, this month, which is almost last month. I worked 3 weeks straight with 1 day off.
Damn.
I hate that. I'm glad I work at home now.
Oh, I'd love to work at home. Like if I could
'Cause
have my
I
dream
worked
job,
in
I
rehab.
would.
That's what would end up happening. I'd end up working like 11, 12 days straight because everybody would call off. And I'd feel bad. I'd feel guilty for the residents, you know. So I'd take the shifts. But I don't miss that.
I gotta
I
show you
miss
this
working
before.
with I miss the rehab, like working with someone one-on-one. But I don't miss all those hours, you know, like day in, day out. To where you go in and you're just so tired that you can barely function.
This is when I got my kitty. This is her baby blanket.
Oh, I love that.
I want it. It's so
That's cute.
But mommy's like a dinosaur person, so
Dinosaurs are cool.
I usually keep it on the.
I love dinosaurs. And when my son was little, I was so grateful that he loved dinosaurs because I love decorating my son's room because he loved dinosaurs because I love them.
I
love
love
it.
dinosaurs. Like I am so. I don't think there's an age limit on dinosaurs. I got this for my game room.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that's real
excited.
cool.
I'm gonna put this up. I don't know where yet. This guy does.
And then
Oh, I
Alex,
love
you know
that
that
too.
picture that
That's
you
neat.
have? Yes, that one. They have that at Hobby Lobby. I almost got it.
Yes, that's where I got it.
I almost got it. But I was like, look what I got.
Dinosaurs. Look like a dinosaur. And more. That's what a taco.
I love this picture behind Christine, though. That's like one of my most favorite pictures.
What, this?
Yeah,
I painted that.
I actually find
It's the
myself
first
staring at
painting
that
I
now.
ever did. It's the first painting I never painted before. I always draw. And painting's so different from drawing. Because like when you're drawing something, you add dark and leave the light. Where when you're painting, the light's the last thing you put on with white paint, like highlights. It's so
Right.
different because my brain can't, it took a while.
Yeah, with dark paint. And then
This
go
was
with
a
white
paint
paint.
sip
You have to go backwards.
that I followed. That was my first one about 2 years ago. And then that's my second
Oh, I like that one
one.
too.
Well, that's probably like my fourth paint and sip. But I'm getting better at it. Just took me a while to, I don't know, it's weird. Figuring out going from drawing to painting is opposite. The way you lay,
It is.
like you start out with
I
the
read-
background when you paint, and everything goes on top of the background, and the highlights are last. Where when you're drawing, you add the shadow in and leave the light.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When I write my novels, I actually handwrite everything first and then I type it out.
That's how I was.
I was just reading an article about some author that does the exact same thing and like wrote like a 3,000 page book and hand wrote it all out.
I actually
And then
have one.
typed it all out.
I think it's about, I want to say it's almost 2,000 words. Or not 2,000 words, but 2,000, or it's like I think it's almost 1,000 pages. It's like 2,000 something. I don't even remember. But I wrote it when I was 24. It's like this thick.
Yeah.
And then I typed it out.
See, that's what I was just reading an article. It might have been in our newspaper about an author that's how they write. They handwrite it first, go through their handwritings and, do their proofing. And then they read off of there and type it out.
When I actually read,
I've read an article about that because I even said to Matt, that is so strange. I don't know if I'd want to do it that way, but yet I journal.
you know,
what I
a
mean?
lot
I
of
journal
authors
all the
do,
time.
they outline stuff. Like they outline stuff. I can actually write the first sentence of a book and tell you exactly how it's going to end.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I just start writing. I don't actually type. I don't actually outline anything. It's kind of like, and I guess I didn't know this, but I was recently told that it's really rare for authors to do what I do, because what I do is I'll write and then I'll play a movie in my head and I'll write to you everything that I'm seeing. All
Oh,
the
wow.
dialogue, everything that I'm seeing. And then like probably 2 hours later, I've got about like 6 chapters.
Oh, that's cool.
So like the
I
book
just
that I
found it
wrote,
when I read that article. I just found it odd. I never heard of somebody writing a book, like handwriting it and then typing it.
I
I never
handwrite
heard that
everything.
before, and it's weird that you just said that because I just read that article maybe 2 weeks ago,
I find
and I
that if
thought
I
it was so
handwrite it,
unique.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Diego, go. Good night.
good night, Diego.
Good night, Diego.
I find that if I like handwrite everything, when I type it out, I can make changes as I go if I need to.
Right.
So it's kind of like my rough draft. And then I just like, oh, you know what would have been great is if I would have done it this way, and then I'll change it around.
Right.
But it's funny
But it's
because
still
like
cool to have that handwritten first draft. That's cool.
the next time I'm on
You
stream with you
can
guys, I'll
always
show
like
you like
handwrite a note what you changed and just tuck it in there. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like
'Cause I
I'll
love
read
to
it.
journal, and I love journaling, and I'll write page after page, and then say I figure something out that I'm journaling about. I will take a separate piece of paper and went, this is what ended up happening. This is what I did, and this would end up happening, and I'll tuck it in there and date it. And it took this long to get the problem solved or whatever I was journaling about. I like to tuck a
Right.
piece of paper in there and say, you know, what was the outcome in case I didn't write about it anymore. You know what I mean?
I usually just like I'll write it out and I'll be like writing a paragraph and I'm like, oh, you know what would have been better is if I would have done it this way. And then I'll type that out instead. So if you actually
Right.
like read my handwriting stuff over you'll find like a little bit of change sometimes.
Right.
But if I could sit at home and do nothing but write books for a living, oh my God, I would have done that from day one. I've been writing since I was 10.
Do authors just not make good money?
They do. I am my own worst critic.
You have to have you have what a lot of people don't understand, because I was looking at this when I was younger. You have to write it. You have to look for an editor, and that costs a lot of money. Then you got to find someone who will publish your book, and that will cost money.
What about self-publishing?
Self-publishing costs about like $1,000 to $1,500.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, when you're starting out, that's rough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you also have to have someone who's willing to sell your books.
Right.
Right.
I had a friend who actually self-published, and I'm not going to say it, but okay, yes, I am. I lied. Her book was awful. It was awful. And it sucked because she had so many copies, and I think they actually sold it in the bookstore, but nobody bought it.
Oh, wow.
Like we have a famous author who lives here in Wyoming, CJ Box, is from Wyoming. And I believe that I don't know if it's CJ Box, I think is a guy. I don't know. I don't read, and I don't read because, and this is weird, I'm going to just say this. I don't read because I feel like if I read a book and then I write in my books, it feels like I'm stealing somebody else's ideas. So I want my ideas to be genuine. So I don't read anybody else's books.
That makes sense. I think that makes sense.
So
All right, girls.
if somebody can come at me and be like, oh, this is
Heidi's
just like this
waving
book.
on the camera. So I'm going to say goodnight.
Yeah, I have to get ready for tomorrow.
and I'm gonna go put her to bed. So
I know I probably should go to bed too.
Yeah.
it was nice chatting. It was
Yeah.
fun. All right. I will talk to you guys later.
All righty.
Bye,
Good
Christine.
night.
All right. Good night.
I probably should let you go so that you can go to sleep.
Yeah.
You gotta
Because I gotta
work
go to work tomorrow. It's a 4-hour shift. It's not too bad. But Saturdays is our busiest days anyway.
Well, I'm gonna try to stream soon. I don't know what. Like I wanted to do Wukong, but I still can't beat the damn snake guy.
You got
So
it. You got it.
I'll think about it. I don't know. If I beat him, then maybe.
Well, we try.
I just don't want to be like those people who will be like, I'm going to stream this. And then
Don't
they
finish
spend
it.
like 4 hours trying to beat one guy for an entire stream. So
Also
I don't
makes
know.
the win.
I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my niece who's 9, and there's not going to be any camera or anything. It'll just be me and her. And I think we're going to play Ark, and I'm going to have her tell me which dinosaurs to tame because she loves dinosaurs. So I think it would be fun to have that interactive stream with her.
Mhm.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Right.
But all right, Alex.
Alrighty. Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, everybody.